All right, welcome to the Davis Download. Today we're talking about the greatest movies in history. I'm going to turn it over to you guys. What do you think?
Corey, lead us off. What you got?
Well, I'm probably not the guy who should hit lead off here. I have a very big blind spot in movies.
So are you more of a show guy or?
I am more of a show guy. It's not that I don't like movies. It's just I missed a bunch. I don't really know how or why or what, but I have a very big blind spot in like the typical top 50 movies. I've probably seen like 3.
I'm going to say top of the list, greatest movie, Saving Private Ryan.
Real okay.
Got to be one of the greatest.
Okay, so why? What is it about it?
Well, one, they say it's like the most realistic to actual combat and stuff like that. So
Okay.
they got it really good. Like it is from the first scene pulls you in, and then you're like, how are we getting this guy back?
Yeah.
And then you're going through Nazi territory. It's crazy. Great movie.
Okay.
Great movie.
I fortunately can't comment on it a ton.
I have seen it. Yeah.
Well, what are your thoughts?
It's good. I don't know if it would be my greatest of all time. I did enjoy it, and it was captivating even all the way to the end. But I don't know if I could put it in my top list.
Okay.
It's not, it was pretty gruesome for what I remember too.
It is pretty gruesome. I think it is rated R. I mean,
it definitely is.
But you're like covering World War II. Like,
That's
how do you
true.
do that now? But like you get all the emotions. Like it's the battle scenes are epic, but then you still got like guys die in the battle and they're calling out for their mom, and it's like, oh, that's so heart moving. Like it is everything. Funny at some points.
Really?
Yeah, great
Okay.
movie.
So then, what's your favorite private?
What's mine?
Yeah.
Are we doing that category in particular,
Or just in general, like
any category?
because you're
I guess
you're
kinda
not a
in
gory
that-
guy, so
I can do. I was making a list of my top ones, and along the same genre, maybe. I had Top Gun Maverick. The
Really?
modern
The new
rendition
one.
of that was really good. I thought that was really good, and they talk about how like even in a way how it was more inspiring for our generation, the remake of it, in the sense that like getting people more interested in the armed services and stuff like that. But I thought it was really well done. I didn't even see the original, so this got me into it for the first time.
did you see it in the theater?
No, I saw it at my house.
Okay.
Streaming. Yeah.
That's interesting because I feel like that would have been a movie theater.
That
type
would have been a
movie.
really good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
So
would've
the
been.
fact that you liked it that much is probably
It really does. Like it made it. It made the armed services cool.
okay.
Like it really the vibe was just like, wow, these guys are the top class.
I think if you watched the first one, you would have loved it even more.
Really?
Because like I remember when it was coming out, we were like, "Nah, we got to see the first original before we
Okay.
can go to the second
So
one."
you saw both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and the one from the '80s, it's the '80s.
Yeah.
But they link them really well too. So.
Yeah. I love the Air Force anyways, and so that just incorporating all of that together, just overall from a military perspective, and just again making everything cool again, have more of that patriotism. I guess was an element of it too.
That was a big deal kind of with it.
Yeah.
Now, was there a ton of plot and character development there? Or was it more just like
With Top Gun,
was it more just kind of like an event? Would you say?
I thought it was. There was a little bit of like romance. The main character, again, it's been a long time since I've seen it.
Yeah.
Forgive me for the details, but he was in some type of love situation with somebody from, I guess, a while back that he had known, and somehow she gets reincorporated into the story, and this is a terrible summary of it. But.
I know, it's all right. Well, no spoilers, so that's good. The worse you retell, the better. But no, I was just curious because you hear a lot of like the cool stunts in the Zero G and a bunch of
was
stories
cool,
about.
they did.
So I was wondering if it was more just like hey, this is like your typical '80s action movie where there's not really a plot.
Yeah.
It's just this really
So,
big, awesome guy is going to do a bunch of cool
The first one
things.
was like big on the Cold War.
Okay.
And like taking down the Russians.
Okay.
Very '80s.
So very the
To go
patriotism
along
is very
with
obvious.
this genre, my wife and I, we went and saw Midway. We're like, we kind of thought like, hey, maybe same genre. This might appeal, and we went and saw it in theaters. We're like,
Okay.
this is gonna be good. Like we you talked about those stunts they're doing midair, and we're like, oh, we could see this being pretty good. We're like, this is terribly done. Like
Really?
same genre,
loved
and
it.
we hated Midway.
I
We
loved
thought it was
it.
terrible. What did you like about it?
Just the whole story of Midway is exciting. Just like if we lose this, the West is gone.
Yeah, I guess the story was there, but I just thought the delivery, like the whole time when I left, I was like, dude, it was just the whole time just watching literal war. And I get it, you're trying to tell the story of war, but to your point of Saving Private Ryan, is like there's a story behind the war itself.
Yeah.
And like I don't need to watch war for an hour and a half for you to communicate to me that a war is going on. I get it. I get people are shooting people out of planes and people are falling off of aircraft carriers. Yeah. You don't need to show me that for an hour and a half.
I think it's the story is though, like it was so impossible to like find the Japanese in the water. Like the fact that they found them, and this was like our last battleship.
Yeah.
It was exciting.
I love it. Maybe that was what I missed, but to me it was just like it's this one ship, and we know they're trying to destroy it or whatever. It's just like it's so long, belaboring the point, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna kind of flip the script here a little bit. We're talking about good guys, so I'm gonna talk about a movie that talks about the bad guys. Have you guys heard of The Town?
Never heard of it.
So Ben Affleck, right? Heard of him?
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner. It's a bank heist story. It takes place in Boston. I don't know. I always love. I like, ironically enough, from New York, but the town of Boston is just fascinating. I don't know why. It's historic. It's historic. That maybe it is part of the history. I'm not like a history buff, but so it's these four guys. It's based off of a real story. It's just how they are just like these elite bank robbers, and like the cops know that it's them. It's just they have to be able to catch them, and I don't know. It's just really good. I think it kind of is interesting. The two, with movies, you kind of need two things, right? You need something that's going to capture attention, but you also need good plot and good characters and all that. And I think that's kind of where, a movie like this kind of does both. You have the characters and the four guys. Are they going to turn on each other? How loyal are they really going to be? The trouble of, having to fulfill your crime boss. The main character, Ben Affleck, he gets too tied into one of the bank heists that opens it for, obviously there's a love interest there and all that, so it's a very kind of interesting story, and I don't know, it was just really cool, and there's just random bits of funniness in it, and it's sort of real at the same time. It feels like it's based off of a real story. Apparently there was a bunch of bank heists in there was a stat at the beginning of the movie. It's like the amount of bank heists that take place in America, a good chunk of them have taken place in that Charlestown town. So it was pretty interesting, kind of the realness of it. And then, I don't know, I guess most of my movies are going to a lot of times deal with the bad guy. I don't know why I like looking at the bad guy. But I think it's interesting to get their perspective, and you humanize the bad guy. I think you have to tell a story really well to be able to humanize. Like, you're rooting for bank robbers, essentially, in that story. Yeah. And there's a famous scene in Fenway Park that's kind of wraps up the story. But, like, you're literally rooting for four ruthless bank robbers to get out and, beat the city and the cops and the feds. So I always think that's interesting storytelling, how you can do that. Because you take yourself out of the movie, you're like, I would never root for these guys. Now all of a sudden you're like, I really hope it works out for him. You know, I hope he marries the girl and gets off scot-free and he gets to keep all the money he robbed from the bank.
That plot line that you just went through reminded me of another movie from Leo, Catch Me If You Can. You guys ever seen that one? That's a classic. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I missed it.
He's
you've never seen it.
He's impersonating these different professionals. Like, he impersonates a pilot, and then I forget the other scenarios that he does.
Yeah, he's like his first one's a teacher, actually, at his own school.
Okay.
He does the pilot, a doctor.
Okay.
He passes the bar.
Dude, it's incredible. and the plot line you're talking about is just like, there's this cop who's trying to catch him, I guess at the federal level, presumptuously, and he's just, each time he gets so close to catching him, and then, like you said, you're by the end of the movie, you're rooting for him.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, man, this is great. He needs to keep it up. He needs to keep it going. But he has a cover up every time. It's an incredible movie. I really enjoyed that one.
The opening scene of that, or maybe not the opening, but the first 5 minutes of it, he has to go to a new school, and he gets there, and these bullies like push him down or whatever. He walks into the room and there's no teacher, and he comes in and he's like writing on the chalkboard. He's like, "The name is Mr. Abagnale." And then his bully gets up. It's like this French class. He's like, "Stand up, read the page." And the kid is like all shook because he pushed him in the hallway. He's like, what the heck? But the whole movie is like that. He's just beating the system, always one step ahead of. I think it's Tom Hanks is the cop.
Yeah, and I was, as Corey was describing that plot, I was thinking of him in the in the bank forging those checks.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that was just incredible. Just like how he went through that process, getting the seals that he would get placed on them, and then you were talking about the certifications that he was getting. That was a really well done movie. I enjoyed
think
that.
the actual guy still works for the FBI. Like, true story.
Yeah,
the
it was
guy,
based on a true story. Yeah.
he was doing all these fraud, and basically at the end they were like, either go to jail or work for us, because they that good at impersonating people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Makes
great.
sense.
Yeah, that was a good one. All right, we want to go to a new genre or any other movies in that category?
I'd say The Untouchables. You guys ever seen that?
Mm-mm.
About Al Capone. They're trying to catch him. That's a good
Okay.
one.
Is that a modern one?
I don't know when it was made. It's older. I say that 87.
Okay.
When it came out. But yeah, they're trying to catch Al Capone. Eventually, obviously they catch him on tax evasion or whatever. But like seeing them trying to catch him, and like he's got the cops on payroll, all this stuff. The cops can't beat him because everyone's on payroll. They have to make a whole new unit just to catch him. That was a great movie.
That's good. Corey, you got any good sports movies? Being the big sports fan that you are.
Yeah, see,
You just like the live sports.
Yeah, no, I do like sports. But the main one that I always go back to is maybe it was inspiring for me. I don't know, but I feel like Coach Carter's a really well told story.
Great one.
I really think it's like there's so much in it now that you look back and you're like, oh, that's like it teaches you, like, for any coach, like how do you actually make high school, like, turn it into a good program when it's these kids in a troubled area and whatever. It's it's crazy, but like the couple scenes where like the team does all the running and the push-ups for the kid, like, I mean, you can't
For
script
the kid who had skipped out or
he
had
quit
and
and he
trying to
comes
come
back,
Yeah.
and he gives them the impossible amount, and then the team just all starts running from him. That's a crazy scene, and just shows you like teamwork. The one where he locks up the gym, the amount of times we've referenced that, just with different high school and college teams, or the grades are struggling, be like, we're going Coach Carter on this mug and not letting
Yeah, I think that's what you're pointing out is what makes a great movie, is that whatever stage you are in life, it is relatable. Like, you think about Coach Carter, when you are in high school and you are playing, you're like, man, I resonate with the players. But then when you get older and you can resonate with the coach, you're like, yeah, I see his perspective now. And, like, you can really relate to that. And you're like, man, I aspire to do the things that these people did.
Yeah.
Other sports ones, to me, you gotta have The Sandlot. That one is a great movie.
I don't think it's that good.
You don't think it's that good?
I'm weird. I'm again, I have a ton of blind spots. Like, we could probably do a whole segment of did you see this or not, and the answer would be no more often than not. But I think a lot of times we just think movies are good because everyone tells us that it's supposed to be good.
Oh, I love Sandlot.
I don't know. I mean, I would probably have to rewatch it, but there was nothing that really grabbed my attention.
It reminds me of just those innocent days. Just like I remember being in the neighborhood playing with my friends. It wasn't necessarily baseball, but I remember we would all get together.
Yeah.
We're playing football today. We're playing basketball today. We're getting everybody in the neighborhood to play.
See, like in that would be more like the Benchwarmer movie with what is that guy's name? Rob Schneider, John Heder. I don't know that when I think of baseball movie, I think a little bit more of that one.
How about another baseball movie? How about this one, Field of Dreams? Did you like that one? You never seen that one? That's a great one. You guys gotta watch that one. Field of Dreams. This guy, he is, again, I'm gonna mess up these plots, but his father passes away, and he has this dream of creating his own baseball field in his backyard.
Huh.
And
I guess that's how they picked the title.
He hears this voice in his head, which is kind of creepy, but he hears this voice in his head that says, if you build it, they will come. And he builds this baseball field in his cornfield, sets it up, and his farm is, he's a farmer. His farm is going bankrupt, and everybody says, do not do this. You're wasting your property, ruining your profits, and he already wasn't doing well financially. And he builds the baseball field regardless, and these ancient baseball players start coming out of the cornfield at night, and they play the night games just like the classic games used to do. They're in the old pinstripe uniforms with the stirrups, and they got the old mitts and everything. And it is a beautiful story. I really enjoy that. And you see the connection because what he's trying to recreate is the time that he got to spend playing catch with his dad. and he's trying to recreate that. And it's a great movie.
My favorite base, kind of a total, again, I'm flipping the script here, but probably the exact opposite of the heart and soul and like the memories of baseball. My favorite baseball movie is probably Moneyball, if I had to pick one.
Okay, that's
which
a
is
good
the
one.
total,
Yeah, I
which
like
is
that.
the
That's
total opposite of Field of
it's the
Dreams in a
business,
sense.
yeah.
It's the total business analytics side. This guy stinks at baseball, but he gets on base, and that whole thing, how it actually kind of worked, and it really kind of changed the entire idea, not just baseball, but like analytics in general become a
it's
giant
huge
thing
now.
in sports and a lot of things, right? It's like percentage wise, do this, do that. Like it's crazy.
Especially with AI, we talked about that.
Yeah, no, it's insane. So it's funny that I would probably more agree with that.
One last sports movie, and this is probably, I like all of these. This is probably my favorite. Was Glory Road. That really was I really enjoyed that one.
The realness of that story. So it was the first all black starting five in college basketball.
It was Texas Western. Based
Texas
on a true
Western,
story.
yeah, it's based on a true story. It shows how we kind of recruited all of the kids there, and then just the tumult and the turmoil of the season and all the things that they had to go through. There's one scene where they stopped in the diner on a road trip, and two of the guys get jumped in the back. It's just insane, kind of what they had to go through and what they were dealing with, and how again, it just kind of reminds you of where you come from and how again that only took place however many years long ago. It wasn't that long ago. So that was definitely a cool, not cool story, but see them overcome and have success and make it into the tournament. And I know in the movie they portray them beating Kentucky and Adolph Rupp, and they make Adolph Rupp this gigantic race. I don't know if he was actually or not, but it makes for quite a story.
Yeah, it was a great.
But yeah, no, it was a good story. Good story.
Never seen it.
What's your favorite genre?
Favorite genre. I like thrillers.
Okay.
I like movies that the suspense, like
Yeah.
trying to keep me guessing. I would say in that one, a good one. I don't know if you guys ever seen Split. This
Never seen it.
guy, and it kind of. So this guy, he has multiple personalities,
Yeah.
and he like goes in between them. He can't really control them, and there's like this mother figure thing that he's in control of all of them, and then he has some supernatural powers when he like switches in between like strength and stuff like that. But then he like kidnaps these girls, and they're trying to get out. Crazy good movie. I can't think of the actor that's in it, but
He's bald guy, right?
He's the one that plays. I don't know if you've seen Narnia, Mr. Tubness.
Yeah.
Like that. He's probably one of the greatest actors of like when he's playing Mr. Tubness, he is a fawn, And then he's playing Split, and it's like, yo, that really is Patricia. Like,
yeah, those are always actors. I think often like to be a good actor. Like, I mean, people tell lies, and it's very obvious that like just lying about something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know. I think it was last week we were talking about entertainers make too much money, and you could argue, where we put our values, but there's also like in the capitalistic market, like there's only so many people in the world who can do what Ben Affleck does. You know what I mean? Like there's only so many people in the world who can do what stinks over forgetting his name, but that character's name, or Leo, or whoever it is. There's only so many people that can do that.
Yeah, I don't deny their skill. They're very talented individuals, and they can do extraordinary things. I was hearing a story on Jim Carrey, and I forget exactly who it was, but somebody went to go visit Jim Carrey, and he was in the middle of production for a movie that he was doing, and this individual was like, Jim Carrey had asked me to come. We were going to go to lunch on his break, so I met him at the studio, and they were prepping, and they went out to eat. And Jim Carrey kept his character that whole time. They said when Jim Carrey does a movie, he's that character for the whole length of the shooting.
Method
whether it's
acting.
months or whatever weeks.
Yeah.
Method acting, yeah. There's
said
a
it's
bunch of
just-
them do that. Method acting. If you're a
Just keep
good
it
guy,
going.
if you're a good, wholesome person, it's probably lovely to be around. If you're like a jerk, it's got to be the worst. But
Yeah, it's tough.
what do you guys think about superhero movies?
I like them.
I like
One of
'em.
my favorite ones is the Batman series. That one, just every time I watch it,
Is
it
that
never gets
even?
old.
I agree. That's one of the three. Actually the first week of the COVID shutdown, when it was just like 1 week, I was like, I'm gonna knock these three out.
Yeah.
I think actually because you told me they were really good, so I was like, all right, yeah, let's do it. So they were awesome. Is that even? Can we even consider Batman a superhero movie? Like, or is it its own thing? Because if you compare it,
because it's so good.
in a way, yes, but it's like. Again, I'm not a huge Marvel versus like. If you told me to tell you which character was Marvel or DC, it'd be a 50-50 toss-up. But I just feel like Batman is so different from every other. I feel like it's not even a superhero movie.
He's not a superhero. He's a rich man that stops crime. Okay. That's all he is.
He's a rich.
He just has tools in his belt. Like a superhero, you have to have superhuman ability. Superman, he can fly.
Okay, this is a debate here.
You know, Green Lantern.
So
Batman's not even a superhero.
He's
this is a hot take.
He's pretty much a detective with no limits.
But he deals with people like the Joker and Bane. Like Joker, have to be a superhero.
The Joker is just someone off his meds. Like that's not like you look at all these other superheroes. They're like fighting Thanos, or like these gods, not some guy off his meds.
So then do you put Batman in when people say superhero movies, does Batman count for you then?
I mean, you lump it into it, but he's like, the runt of the group. He's not really the...
Batman, this is the most successful
movie. This is why that movie, I don't know if you guys saw it, the Batman versus Superman movie. It was trash. Yes. Why? It was just trash. The whole movie. I went to the theaters
Superman
for that.
would win?
Superman would win hands down. Superman would win hands down.
Would he though?
Yes, here's all he's got to do. Firstly, he just uses his X-ray vision, waits for Bruce Wayne to drop whatever he's got, and then go beat him up, throw him off a cliff.
So there's nothing. You're sure there's nothing supernatural to Batman?
No. Again, he's just, if he was poor, he would just be working at McDonald's. Nothing more.
Wow, this is some Bruce Wayne slander.
That is a hot take.
This is some Bruce
I'm just
Wayne
saying,
slander.
what does he have that makes him superhero quality?
He defends Gotham, the most important city in the world.
Gotham is crazy. I will say that. Like, you got to be next level. But
they're really gonna need Batman now with Mamdani, huh?
The new Gotham
is his super. So I guess that's an interesting point. So is Batman's superpower his trauma from his parents dying at a young age?
No, it's his wealth. You could have trauma.
So you think that's the story? But what is...
Here's the thing. If Elon Musk wanted it, he could be Batman.
Wow.
No.
He just builds a Tesla that is bulletproof.
Elon Musk is not winning any hand-to-hand combat against nobody.
Is Elon Musk Batman?
He might be. I've never seen the two in the same room. You got a couple $1 billion. He goes and trains for a couple years with whoever.
This is some Bruce Wayne slander.
I'm just saying. He's just a very rich man.
So you don't even think... So what do you consider... Do you consider the Joker a supervillain then?
No, he's just your normal, everyday villain.
The Joker. You've seen the movie, right?
Yeah.
He's your normal, everyday, run-of-the-mill bad guy?
He's just...
That's your normal, run-of-the-mill bad guy?
Like, I'm thinking... when I think
He's a crazy person.
Yeah, but you think of, Flash. He's got this... The anti-Flash.
Flash is a lame superhero to begin with.
But he has a superpower.
He's just fast.
Yes, so fast that he could phase through walls.
Bad movie, bad superhero. I don't even think the Flash is.
Listen, if I'm in trouble, give me the Flash.
No
over
way, bro. No way.
Give me the Flash.
Give me the Incredibles.
Baby Jack, that's who I need.
The Incredibles. Wow.
Now that was another classic superhero movie.
See, no, that's just nostalgia.
Here's the thing.
That's just nostalgia.
Jack could take out Batman.
That part never made. And plus, you talk about the ultimate tease. The first movie ends with a superhero emerging from the sewers, and then they just never made the second one.
They know how to. No, they did make a second.
Was it about that guy?
Yes.
Are you sure?
So you didn't follow through?
No, because there's a finite amount of time. There's a finite amount of time. The first movie was okay-ish.
Everyone goes around saying, "Where's my super suit?" Why?
Yeah, because
it was a great movie.
Because of meme culture, not because it was a great movie.
It was a good movie.
I can guarantee you half the people who say that don't know what the movie is from.
Maybe. What's your next genre?
Okay, new genre. Should we finish up with this one?
We
got a little bit more time.
I'm not a big superhero guy, really. I think those are really the only 3 superhero movies I've seen in terms of superheroes.
Let's do this. Let's do this genre. How about this? Like a cartoon or like kid movie genre. What's your favorite one of all time?
Cartoon movies stink.
I'm gonna stop you right there because the
Cartoon
best.
movies
Get ready for this.
stink.
The Lion King. Like
I like The Lion King.
The
I got it
Lion
on my
King
list.
does not get.
Haven't seen
Just
it.
think about that. He falls down off the cliff. Simba goes down there. He's like, somebody, anybody, help me. Oh, straight to the heart. And then he comes back, and then Scar's there. They fight. Boop boop boop. And he's like, I killed Mufasa.
Nah.
Great movie.
Hey, nothing beats Timon and Pumbaa.
Exactly.
Hakuna Matata.
I don't even. Who cares?
In Lion
Hakuna
King.
Matata may be some of the best advice I've ever received in my life.
Yeah.
That's it's.
There's
I'm not a big animated guy.
almost lost you. There's no,
What are you gonna do?
in the Lion King, you got everything that you need. You get betrayal, you get heartbreak, you get love, you get reconciliate. Like every part of the movie. Rafiki, man, wisdom.
Again, maybe it's just because I missed it, and
Did you not watch the Lion King?
No,
Oh,
Dang.
I still to this day.
This man's never seen Lion King.
that's the problem.
So like that like era of Disney movies, like all those that you would lump together with, none of them.
None of them. Where
So are we Team Disney?
I mean, I think
the old Disney was tried and true. 90s, 2000 Disney, you can't beat it.
yeah, I think they get a little too much grief from one side of the political spectrum. Like, I mean, I don't know.
I'm saying specifically that time period. The 90s, 1990 to 2005, 2010. Great movies.
I would take-
Tarzan.
Pixar overdid, like in that era. I would say Pixar put out better movies.
So what's your
than
favorite
Disney.
Pixar?
Toy Story.
Okay.
You think Toy Story is better than Lion King, Tarzan?
Yeah, Tarzan's not a good
Great movie.
No, Tarzan, no.
Tarzan's a good one.
No.
I like Toy Story though. Toy Story. That's
Because here's
That's
why,
It-
like,
It's a good one, but
you can go back as an adult and watch Toy Story and be like, that's actually like a good movie. I don't know how.
and the same with Lion King.
Maybe I'll give you that with Lion King, and I haven't done it, but no adult's going back and watching Tarzan and be like, quality flick. It's just not happening.
Do we have any favorite comedy?
Comedies are dead nowadays. I don't know why, but and if Adam Sandler's in it, I'm in.
He's good. He's good.
You know, Happy
I gotta
Gilmore.
say it. Overrated.
Adam Sandler?
Adam Sandler.
Wow.
Why?
Overrated.
You
It's
gotta.
the same movie, just copied and
But
pasted
it's-
in a different scene.
Not really though.
Yeah,
Have you
like-
seen the new Happy Gilmore?
No, I purposely didn't.
What did it come out on?
Netflix.
Okay. Yeah, I need to check that out.
I heard it was trash though.
No good.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Like, because I think if you were expecting it, it was never going to be like as good of a movie as Happy Gilmore, because you're making a sequel to a comedy. Like that's just not what's there to follow up on. Like they wrapped everything up in 1999 or whenever that came out, right?
Yeah.
So it was a nostalgia grab for people to go on and watch Netflix, and there was a bunch of cameos and it was a bunch of, you know, all these things. But I just Adam Sandler, his movies are funny, like Waterboy. Especially those like original.
I'll
couple.
give you Waterboy. I'll give you Waterboy.
Waterboy, Big Daddy, Big Daddy.
I
That's
see, I
one I
didn't
need
like
to
that
rewatch.
one.
Really,
No.
that one was. I feel like that's one of his funniest ones. Mr. Deeds was pretty funny. Billy Madison. I mean, Adam Sandler kills it. One movie that I didn't think that gets a lot of credit that I don't think is that funny is Dumb and Dumber.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Didn't think it was actually that funny. I'm not like a slapstick like.
No, yeah, that's not.
I never thought that was. I know it's like probably one of the most famous comedies and arguably one of the best, but to me, it just never. I just don't find that
No.
kind
Into
of
it.
comedy. Funny.
I'm gonna go ahead and imagine you guys never seen this movie, but Norbit.
I
Hilarious.
actually have.
Hilarious
That
movie.
movie
Eddie
is
Murphy.
not funny.
Eddie
Oh, yeah,
Murphy
yeah,
is
yeah.
hilarious.
That is not funny.
Respucia? Hilarious.
Yeah, that's a real big.
Yeah.
I do.
Like, you gotta be 300 pounds in this. I don't weigh no 300 pounds.
It was.
Classic.
I don't know.
When he's talking to the little
Dang,
the
that's a
pretty
deep-
girl.
That's a deep memory. I just.
Just- she's like dancing with the pretty girl. And he's like, "Who's that girl?" He's like, I don't know. He's like, "Oh, Miss Ling Ling." I ain't talking about Miss Ling Ling. I'm talking about Miss Bang Bang. Hilarious.
Yeah, it was okay. I don't think it's a rewatchable though. Like once you see,
I got it on
once,
DVD.
I don't know. I mean, it was funny the first time. I remember some of the parts, but isn't it kind of sad a little bit too?
The
Or am I
movie?
misremembering?
Yeah, I don't think it's very many.
Doesn't
sad
he get
parts.
like too? Doesn't he get too big?
No,
Am I thinking of the wrong
No,
movie?
Eddie Murphy is. I think you're thinking of what's that one?
Doesn't he
What's that?
constantly get bigger as the movie goes on?
No, he's small the whole time. Only Respucia's big.
Yeah.
You're
What? There
thinking
is a
of
movie. Doesn't
the-
Eddie Murphy have a movie where he keeps getting bigger?
Is that Nutty Professor or something? Like
That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is.
that? Yeah, that one. I don't.
Not
I
as
don't do it,
obviously
yeah.
we confused the two, but yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think of other comedies. Probably not, to be honest.
It's
Can't
not
think
your
of any.
genre.
I mean, I see. Ironically, I
So
do.
what's your top genre? He said his was thriller.
Probably. Yeah.
Or-
It's
Was
probably
it action or thriller?
Yeah, thriller.
Thriller.
probably like cop type movies.
Okay.
Like another one of my favorite ones is The Departed.
Okay.
Leo, Ben Affleck. It's like a all-star cast.
Yeah. Sounds like
Matt Damon. Shoot, what's his name? The guy who said he would have stopped 9/11 if he was there. Or who's the guy's name?
He lost us.
No. He said he had a comment that was like, if I was on the planes during 9/11,
Was
it
it like
would have never
Stallone or
happened.
something?
No.
it's called The
Wahlberg,
Departed.
Mark Wahlberg.
Wow.
Yeah, great. It was him. It was Alec Baldwin before all the other stuff. So it was like just a really good. The first time I watched, I'm not gonna lie, I was very confused. So there's a mole in the police, and a mole in this, like crime mob boss type family, and it's pretty much a race. Who's gonna figure out who's the mole
You know what? I
first?
think I have seen it.
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson is in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen it. I don't think it was that good.
See, I like the storytelling.
Good
It's
rating.
who's gonna figure.
Did
It's normally one of like the top. It's probably the highest quality movie in terms of like general consensus that I've seen.
Yeah, I mean that cast.
The cast is great. They all do really well. I don't know.
I feel like when I watched it, the beginning was so slow.
It is slow because they have to build like, because it's interesting storytelling. Plus, I really like the guy's name who made it. What's his name? Oh, Scorsese. I really like him. I think he's got interesting storytelling. But what was I saying? So like, because I know a lot of times, sometimes people say, well, it's a slow burn or whatever, but you have to like build the story, right? So they have to build that this guy is a trustworthy so it teaches the one going through the police academy who's going to be the mole there, and then they have to pick out the guy who's going to fail out of the police academy to make him a mole in the crime family. And you have to they have to sell and create the character so that way when he goes into the crime family, like it's believable that this guy's infiltrating a top crime family, and then that this guy's infiltrating again Boston. I don't know what it is about me in
Boston crime movies.
I don't know, but it's just, I don't know, that whole idea of who's the good guy, who's the bad guy, who are you actually rooting for. Like, again, that's a movie where, like, I kind of want the criminals to get away a lot of the time. It's an interesting thing. I don't know how they do that. I think that's great storytelling. Or maybe it's just us telling on ourselves. I don't know. But, yeah, those are probably my favorite.
All right, so what's your genre then?
Yeah, mine's probably like the action movies. I find myself more into that. I like some of the comedy, but I'm like you guys. I'm like, it has to be pretty occasional that I get into that. But it's more of an action, I guess, kind of thriller merger in a way.
Yeah.
I just thought of one
Go ahead.
that combines cops and comedy. Rush Hour might be
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a decent one.
Rush Hour's
the
a good
first
one.
one. That is hilarious. Chris Tucker is hilarious.
Yeah, he is really funny. Yeah.
Ironically, it probably wouldn't get made today. But you know who likes the Rush Hour series? Have you heard this story?
No.
President Trump
Oh.
loves Rush Hour.
Yeah, I heard they were.
So the
actually gonna make
guys
a new one.
the guy
How
who
many,
originally
how many were there?
there
Two
was
or
three.
Okay,
there was
yeah.
three.
I think I saw one.
One's the original. Obviously, one's the original. And then the other one takes place over in China and Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Or I guess China. We won't get into that. That's a different episode. I forget where the third one is supposed to be or what the third one is. I feel like that one even came out a little bit later than 1 and 2.
Yeah, no, that was a good.
Yeah.
I remember the
But
original
Trump
was good.
thinks they're hysterical.
Yeah, they're pretty fun.
So the guy who made them was making a documentary for Melania, and Trump was like, I really like Rush Hour. So he's like, all right, we'll do a Rush Hour 4.
And he's gonna be in it.
Honestly,
Make
probably.
an appearance.
But
He's made an appearance in a few movies.
Home Alone,
Yeah.
that's probably the major one, right?
Yeah.
I can't really think
We
of
like Home Alone. It's pretty good.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's not on my top Christmas movies. Like,
It's
I'm not
I don't
going for
consider it a
Home Alone.
Christmas movie though. Like
Yeah.
that's not a movie you
That
watch
is the great
at
debate.
Christmas time.
Is it a
It's-
Christmas movie?
It takes place during Christmas.
That doesn't make it a Christmas
going-
movie.
They're going on like there's trees decorated, everything's amazing.
But it's not.
inside.
To me, that's not a Christmas movie.
What is a Christmas movie?
Actually, I saw this for the first time last Christmas. Christmas Vacation, National Lampoons.
Yeah, I just saw that the other day for the first time.
I didn't think it was a great movie, but that is a Christmas movie. So then, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
I've never seen Die Hard.
But apparently, it's like a non-stop action thriller, but just so happens to take place like
On
on Christmas
Christmas.
Day or whatever. So
Well,
that's
I
typically
guess-
the big.
Guess it's gonna
So-
fall in.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just don't consider Home Alone a Christmas movie. I don't know. Maybe that's a Christmas Story. That's a Christmas movie.
Okay.
That one that they always play on whatever that channel is for 24 hours. Seen that a ton.
Christmas movie favorite one that I think everyone needs to watch is the original Grinch. It's only like 30
No.
minutes. That's it. Give me that on Christmas Eve and I'm good.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Nah.
But to your Christmas movie, what do you think?
My favorite of all time? Sheesh. Oh, man. I mean, I'm more of the classics kind of guy with the basics. I have seen Home Alone. I don't know if I've seen all of them. What was there, 3 of those?
I think at
think
least,
so.
right?
I think the last one doesn't have what's his face in it, the main kid.
Macaulay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are pretty good. I don't know if I have a favorite Christmas movie of all time. I don't know if that's really my theme or, again, genre.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's only a limited time.
Yeah. Another kind of genre that I enjoy is like a little bit of mystery with it too.
Mm-hmm.
Is like trying to
Yeah, like a whodunit.
figure out that element I think helps keep my attention through the whole process.
Have you seen Shutter Island?
No.
Oh, great
Is that a
movie.
good one?
Yeah, so it's basically Leonardo DiCaprio. He's a cop, and he's going to investigate this crime on this island. It's like a psychiatric ward or whatever, and he's going through and he's getting trapped. And then he's getting these flashbacks, and he's trying to figure out what's happening and why it's happening. But the end of the movie is like crazy twist. You would never think of what it is. I don't want to tell you if you're gonna watch it because that will spoil it.
No spoilers.
Is Leo the greatest of all time? I'm seeing a thread.
Leo's
Are we-
up
He's
there.
up there. He's
Are we
definitely
Leo
up
group?
there. He's
Leo's up
Even
there.
though he likes 16-year-olds.
that is yeah. He's his choice is there.
Yeah. I enjoyed him in Good Will Hunting. Right? He was in
Good
that
movie.
one.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
And
another blind
then-
spot for me.
Oh,
He was in Gatsby too. Gatsby was good.
I've never seen it.
That was a good one.
I heard it was really long, and I was like,
Well,
I
the
don't
book
know.
is.
Yeah.
Got to tell the story.
Yeah, the book's good too.
Titanic. He's on that.
Titanic.
I've never
Really?
seen that one either.
You've never seen the
I
Titanic.
told you, since we've already done my fair share, what's your biggest blind spot movie? Like, the entire world has seen it but me. What's your biggest blind? Like, again, we've listed like 12 of them for me, so.
The problem is I am like a huge movie person.
So you don't think you have
So-
a.
So your movies over shows.
Here's my downfall. I just like TV.
So you just had a lot of time on your hands at some point.
When I was at the great old Davis College, I'd be in the dorms just like
Yeah.
hours of movies.
Had to do something.
Yeah.
So you don't think you have like a.
I'm trying to think like what big movie. I mean, there was a few you guys already pointed out, but I don't
You
know
a
if
Star
those
Wars
were-
guy?
There we go. There it is. I watched about 5 minutes of that.
I haven't seen
Had
a
to
minute.
go.
Haven't seen a
Had to
minute.
go.
Yeah.
Are you a Star
Although-
Wars guy?
No, I never got into it.
We might not be allowed to talk
Yeah,
about
we
it.
might
The
have-
three of us have. If we've seen a combined 5
I
minutes
do-
of Star Wars.
Yeah, I have not watched that, but Lord of the Rings. Now that's a movie I can get behind. Great movie. phenomenal. Like there's movies that like trilogies that die off, but that one just
So I watched Hobbit.
okay.
I heard that was like the first one I needed to watch. Is that true?
Not really. So like The Hobbit technically takes place before it kind of does like Star Wars does. You know how it has like
So like The Hobbit's the
numbers, and
prequel.
then, yes.
So
The Hobbit technically is the prequel, but
I read the Hobbit book,
mm-hmm.
and I was like, that was great. I enjoyed that.
yeah.
And then I went into the movie, and I was like, I did not like that.
Yeah,
it was
honestly,
too long, and it was I don't know, too much.
I didn't like the Hobbit movies. I mean, I enjoy them as much as you could, but Lord of the Rings, like I can watch.
So
that
I should
all
still
the
keep
time.
going.
Oh yeah.
I shouldn't give up.
Yeah, that was
That kind of made me quit a little
Do
bit.
those move slow at all?
like there's a few moments. Obviously, they're like making this long trek. That's
Yeah,
the whole
the whole
trilogy. So that part you can get into some parts where you're like, man, this is what's going on. But for the most part, I think it's a great movie. And again, the quality doesn't really drop the whole time, which is really good. Smeagol makes the movie. You gotta watch it. Great movie.
I'll have to keep going.
Smeagol sounds like. What's the best movie? What's the best recent movie like out in theaters you've seen?
Oh, it's been a while. Prices are high.
That's true.
And I mean, because I have kids, I've been watching like Sonic the Hedgehog, Paw Patrol.
I didn't go in theaters, but the other night I went. It was like Friday night or something, and we were just chilling after dinner, and I was like, going through. I think it was Prime. I was scrolling through it. I came across Uncle Buck, and apparently this is
called Uncle Buck.
Uncle Buck. Yeah.
And you said yes.
And I was like, what the heck? Let's try it. I was just trying to kill some time. And I actually did enjoy it. I thought it was pretty good.
Interesting.
And it was about this uncle, and of course his name is Buck. And it was this tension that he had with his niece. And he's just this deadbeat who does nothing, and the family needed him in an emergency to step in. And he steps up, and he turns out to be a better influence on the family than the parents were. And he has just the basic street smarts that the family didn't have, and they were too sophisticated to be able to teach their kids some of the basic principles of life and stuff like that.
Interesting.
And same kid from what were we talking about earlier? The Christmas movie, Home Alone.
Macaulay.
Yeah, Macaulay.
Macaulay Culkin.
He was in that one too, so it was really good. I enjoyed it. I mean, I don't think it's a all-time great. I have to look it up as far as its ratings or something like. But it was like, that was a good little
solid
Friday night movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need those two. Probably the best, most recent one I've seen in theaters was Oppenheimer.
Okay, yeah, I went and saw that one.
See, I did not think it was worth the hype. And
Did you see it in the theater
I love
though?
history.
Did you see it in the theater?
I did not see it
Because
in the theater.
I think it would raise it a whole letter grade if you saw it in the theater with the sound and the visual.
If I need the theater for it to be a good movie, it's not a good movie.
But no, that's not true because especially Christopher Nolan, he is very with the so he does stuff so that it looks a specific, and he'll be the first to admit.
You just said a good movie has a great story.
Yes, I think it's a good. It's the story of you're all about history. And,
I love.
But
history,
you like more of the. You would have rather seen the bomb dropping in
probably.
Japan. You probably liked Oppenheimer a little bit more than him because you like the story of building it and are we doing a good thing? Is this good? Is this bad?
It was It presented the ethical conundrum, which was interesting. I can't put it in. I know some people it's on their list of all timers. I thought it was good. I thought it was a little long. And then I thought just some of the stuff, I guess it's just the way they make movies today, was just too extraordinarily graphic. And it was it was over the top with some of the graphic stuff, which to me had nothing to do with the plot of what they were trying to develop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think it's good that we're making long movies. It helps our attention span grow.
Is that your case?
I think so.
That movie, I don't know if you guys seen it, The Imitation Game. Again, it's a World War II movie.
Heard of it.
And all they're trying to do is crack the German code, whatever, Enigma.
Oh, yeah.
And they have 24 hours before it resets and the Germans change all the codes.
Yep.
So they're frustrated. And kind of like we were just saying with Oppenheimer, it's the building up or the behind the scenes. And I thought that was a phenomenal movie. But Oppenheimer?
It was more of a biographical film than anything else.
Yeah.
So if you weren't actually interested in Oppenheimer himself, then you probably it's more about Oppenheimer and him than the actual.
Yeah, and again, they had some weird random moments that was unneeded.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was a little too graphic for my taste, but
I mean, I wouldn't put in like a top. I mean, I have limited, so it's probably in the top 10 just by default of the amount I've seen.
yeah.
But I wouldn't call it like an all-timer must-see necessarily. I also think part of like the movie theater and the cultural event of everybody going to the movie that weekend for Barbie and Oppenheimer, like I think those are good uniting cultural things. That's what movies I think are supposed to do. Bring us together, unite us, give us something to talk. Not obviously, but yeah, I don't know. So I thought it was a cool for the cultural moment that it was. I thought it was pretty cool that summer.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I remember the buzz around it. I just didn't like it.
That was overhyped.
Yeah. Should have saw Barbie.
Not my thing.
That didn't make our list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Well, I bet we could go on for hours talking about great movies. But that's gonna wrap it up for us.
Leave it in the comments. What's your favorite movie?
Yeah, let us know. Let us know where you're at. What great movies where we got it wrong. That wraps it up for us here at the Davis Download. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Again, check us out: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, anywhere that you get your podcast. Tune in. We'll see you next week.